What's going on with the worm? Yeah.
I think the worm was originally put in the bottle for a proof test. If it killed the worm, it was at the right proof to drink. If the worm lived in it, then I think it wasn't high enough proof to go out. So I think that was the original idea with the worm. You hear the tale that the worm makes you hallucinate, or it's got something in it, or a special power, but I think originally the worm was put in there to test the proof. You don't see that much anymore at all. And I do think tequila has a bad rap when it comes to, everyone has had the bad experience with Cuervo in college or 1800, and technically that's a mixto tequila, so it's a tequila that they may add a little sweetener to, or may add something to flavor it, and that's really why you have a bad experience, is you're drinking a sweetened tequila or crummy margaritas and you have a terrible hangover. And I'd like to think if you're just drinking a nice sipping tequila or a good skinny margarita, I'd like to think the hangover will be a little, I mean, I can't promise you that. I mean, I've had some terrible hangovers from just sipping tequila, but I do think when you're not doing the really sweet and sour in the margarita, you're not drinking the sweetened tequilas, I'd like to think it's a much cleaner buzz. It's almost a more energetic buzz, and it's as long as you can cut the riffraff out, I think you wouldn't have that bad experience that you did in college for sure. Mezcal, and it's a tough spirit. It's very smoky. It's very peaty. It's an agave that's cooked underground, so you get so much smoke in the agave when it's cooked underground, and it's a very particular flavor. What I've noticed here in California is it's people want to like it, but it's not as well liked as it's a very tough thing to mix with. It's an overpowering flavor, and I have a very hard time with it. I think Scotch drinkers would love mezcal. I think that'd be a good introduction for Scotch drinkers into the mezcal field or into the tequila field. But yeah, it's a very particular smoky flavor that is really gaining popularity, but that being said, it's very hard to mix with for that reason. Like if you put a tequila in a margarita and a mezcal in a margarita, you get two very, very different flavors. Very different.